halfway house is supposed to keep people safe. New video shows the exact opposite.
Nobody's coming here.
8 on Your Side investigates right now.
Good evening, I'm Gail Sears.
And I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. New compelling evidence about what happened at a drug rehab program in Pinellas County called Simply Hope can be summed up in 2 words. Simply disgusting.
For months, 8 on Your Side investigator Steve Andrews has detailed allegations made against the director of the Simply Hope program by some female clients. And Steve joins us now with new stomach-turning information.
Again, Keith, every time I hear this recording, it just gives me the willies. Tonight, more incriminating evidence that shows Simply Hope's director had more on his mind than community service when visiting one of his clients. Jetta Deichman has been through a lot. In a Pinellas County courtroom last month, the stress began to show. In November 2012, the Pinellas Drug Court ordered 27-year-old Deichman into a drug rehab program called Simply Hope. Simply Hope offers housing where recovering substance abusers can stay for a price. Tax dollars are paid to Simply Hope to house some clients represented by the Public Defender's Office. Simply Hope's director is Ray Harris. Harris's reports to the drug court carry great weight with Judge Deanna Farnell, who, at this 2008 Simply Hope fundraiser, sang his praises. Harris's qualifications to run a halfway house: he's a convicted drug abuser and thief who claims he turned his life around and is helping others. The price Harris tried extracting from Jetta Deichman is one she was unwilling to pay. Deichman says in March, Harris sexually abused her. In April, on the advice of her previous attorney, Deichman recorded on her cell phone an encounter with Harris. This video, obtained by 8 on Your Side, is somewhat obscured because she hid the phone in her shirt, but the audio is crystal clear and nauseating. While performing her community service, cleaning an office with a vacuum, Harris showed up for a different performance.
Is this the spray that you want me to use for everything?
She told Harris she wasn't feeling well.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel good.
If you listen, you can hear Harris kissing Jetta Deichman.
You think this is a good idea? What if someone...
Nobody's coming here.
As he pressed on, she asked if she could get a pass today.
Sure you can pass today.
An administrator of Simply Hope should not be kissing a client of Simply Hope.
Public Defender Bob Dillinger says what happened on that tape is wrong, and he removed from Simply Hope all female clients his office placed there. Jetta Deichman is not the first. There are more female clients of Simply Hope who claim Harris acted inappropriately. Documents obtained by 8 on Your Side reveal 29-year-old Corinne Burdick complained to her probation officer back in 2010 that Harris propositioned her.
He's like, well, I'm in control here. Basically, what I say goes, and you can either give me what I want or you can go to prison.
Probation records raise a question about whether Burdick recanted her story. She insists she never did. And then there's someone else.
It was just too scary, and it was easier for me to just leave.
A Pinellas court ordered Andrea Giampartone to Simply Hope in late 2007. She ran from Simply Hope and Ray Harris in early 2008. 32-year-old Andrea Giampartone is still on the run. She is a fugitive, wanted by the state of Florida. She claims she's at least 1,000 miles from the Bay Area and spoke to me via Skype.
He would basically try and kiss me anytime we were alone.
She says Harris hounded her daily for sex and warned her to stay away from other men.
He would tell me, if you don't stay away from men, then I will recommend to the judge that you go back to prison for 7 years.
The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office is investigating the allegations made by Corinne Burdick and Jetta Deichman. Can we ask you a couple questions?
No, sir. You can talk to my attorney if you like, right here.
What's his name?
John McAvoy.
Can we ask you a couple questions?
No, you cannot, sir. I have no comment.
Jetta Deichman's current attorney is Roger Fuderman.
She's still cooperating with local authorities as to the criminal case against Mr. Harris.
The day after she recorded that office encounter with Harris, Fuderman says Deichman ran from Simply Hope, violating her probation and risked going to prison. Why? Because, as this recording clearly indicates, Ray Harris was coming back for more.
We gotta get together.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Earlier today, Harris's attorney, Kim Rivellini, advised me that it was her firm's opinion that the recording was illegal and that anyone who disseminates it or plays it is also violating the law. We disagree. What happened on that tape happened. Ray Harris and/or his attorneys need to explain why he put himself and a female client in a position like that. And Pinellas courts need to explain why they send any clients to a program whose director acts like that, and why we're spending tax dollars housing people at a program like Simply Hope.
And what about the sheriff's investigation? Where are we with that?
The sheriff's office has referred the investigation to the state attorney's office. It is now up to State Attorney Bernie McCabe to decide whether or not criminal charges are warranted in this case.
What is going on at Simply Hope? The Pinellas drug rehab program is racked with allegations that its director was inappropriate with female clients. Sheriff's detectives investigated, and the state attorney's office is looking into whether criminal charges are appropriate. While all of this is whirling about, senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews tells us Simply Hope's board of directors is staying quiet.
Looks like Ray Harris is staying put. Harris is the director of a nonprofit drug rehab program called Simply Hope. Simply Hope offers housing for recovering substance abusers. It also receives tax dollars to house some clients represented by the Pinellas Public Defender's Office. An 8 on Your Side investigation revealed that at least 3 former female clients claim Harris sexually harassed them and more. Jetta Deichman told investigators that last March, Harris sexually abused her. In April, on the advice of her previous attorney, Deichman recorded on her cell phone an encounter with Harris. The video obtained by 8 on Your Side is somewhat obscured because she hid the phone in her shirt. The audio, which we revealed for you 2 weeks ago, is clear and disgusting. Harris showed up in an office Deichman was cleaning, performing her community service.
Is this the spray that you want me to use for everything?
She told Harris she wasn't feeling well.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel good.
If you listen, you can hear Harris kissing Jetta Deichman.
You think this is a good idea? What if someone...
Nobody's coming here.
Public Defender Bob Dillinger was so concerned about what he heard, he pulled all female clients out of Simply Hope housing.
An administrator of Simply Hope should not be kissing a client of Simply Hope.
Harris didn't want to talk about the allegations. Can we ask you a couple questions?
No, sir. You can talk to my attorney if you like right here.
What's his name?
John McAvoy.
Can we ask you a couple
No, you
questions?
cannot, sir. I have no comment.
That's not good enough. What does Harris's board of directors have to say about all this? Well, according to his website, Simply Hope has only 3 board members, and Harris is the chairman. In an email, 8 on Your Side asked board members Tanya Cardinale and Tommy Gillis if the Simply Hope board of directors condoned these type of encounters. If not, what action, if any, is the board of directors taking? Cardinale responded via email, "The board will not comment while there's an ongoing investigation. I want to make you aware that Mr. Harris is cooperating with investigators." I did not ask if Mr. Harris is cooperating with investigators. I asked if the Simply Hope board of directors condones kissing encounters between the director and female clients, and if not, what is it going to do about it? Instead of answering the question, I got to dance, much like you'd expect from politicians. Now, Harris's attorney, Kim Rivellini, told me she believes Harris continues to stay away from Simply Hope while there's an open investigation. She also told me the recording was illegal, and so is disseminating it. We, of course, disagree.
It is called Simply Hope. For many drug abusers, Simply Hope, which is part of the Pinellas County Jail Diversion Program, is their last hope or stop before prison. The role of such programs, where addicts get a chance to stay clean, may become more prominent now that the Obama administration proposes lighter sentences for drug crimes. But drug court referrals to Simply Hope have stopped. As senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews tells us, the sheriff's office is investigating a criminal complaint against the man running the show.
We do this out of the kindness of our heart.
For the past several years, Ray Harris ran a successful program in Pinellas County called Simply Hope. The nonprofit provides recovering addicts a place to live and some much-needed structure in their lives. Harris is a convicted felon himself. At this Simply Hope fundraiser in 2008, drug court judge Deanna Farnell told the audience she sent Harris to prison twice. But he'd turned his life around and was helping others.
You know, he's such a Rays fan, and now we realize what they have in common. Worst to first. And, you know, I would just very much like you all. Come up here, Ray.
Many defendants from Farnell's court end up at Simply Hope, their last chance before prison.
I love working with people and helping people out because I get a reward from that.
What Harris gets is now the focus of an ongoing criminal investigation by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Can we ask you a couple questions?
No, sir. You can talk to my attorney if you like right here.
The drug court has suspended referring clients to Simply Hope. Harris is not welcome there at the moment. His cheerleader, Judge Farnell, will not speak to 8 on Your Side about Harris, Simply Hope, or the investigation. Public Defender Bob Dillinger is talking. Dillinger has pulled out all of the female clients that his office is paying Simply Hope to house.
We had an allegation of some misconduct.
8 on Your Side has confirmed the existence of a cell phone recording capturing Harris acting inappropriately with a female client.
An administrator of Simply Hope should not be kissing a client of Simply Hope.
Dillinger says allegations of inappropriate behavior and inappropriate text messaging forced him to take action.
I found no fewer than 7 prior clients, all females, that he was in a texting, sexting relationship with.
Former Simply Hope administrator Teresa Croyle, who was also Harris's former fiance, claims that in January she discovered inappropriate text messages with current and former clients on Harris's phone.
What I read was absolutely disgusting.
Including messages to and from the Simply Hope client at the center of the sheriff's investigation.
He made reference to her butt. He made reference to wanting to rub her down with oil.
After her discovery, Croyle says Harris sent her this letter. In it, he writes he never, ever had any intentions to fulfill or attempt to accomplish anything he texted. The texts were a tool to gather info, or as he called it, covert operation tactics.
Ray stated that he was doing covert operations for the drug court and that he needed to lead these women on in order to get information for the drug court to build cases against them or against their associates.
When I asked whether the drug court team had such a covert operation, a spokesperson for the 6th Judicial Circuit told me that was so ridiculous he didn't know how to respond.
Can we ask you a couple
No, you
questions?
cannot, sir. I have no comment. You talk to my attorney, please.
Okay.
Refer to our attorney, please. His name is John McAvoy. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Now, Ray Harris has a major say in who stays in the Simply Hope jail diversion program and who gets tossed out. Getting tossed out could mean possible prison time. Now, Harris hired a new attorney, Dennis DeVlaming. DeVlaming says he's investigating and he's not hearing anything that would rise to the level of criminal conduct. And we do know, did confirm this afternoon, the sheriff's office has still got an open investigation.
Still, though, the allegations, the fact that there are allegations that there was some sort of an inappropriate contact with a client, allegations of texting, sexting, and all of that, it has to be significant and going forward.
Significant implications, yeah, because this is a guy who is clearly in a position of authority running a jail diversion program. He's getting some public money to help people get clean. He has to be above reproach.